And then there's Igor. Alright, we gotta talk about Igor. Mark 38. Let me start with the positive stuff. First of all, this is very, very, very posable with all of the Mixel style ball joints that are placed properly. Placed in ways to allow you to really articulate things to the max. It's pretty good. Even the elbows have the Mixel style ball joints, give you a lot of range. It has knees. Well, I mean, maybe you can call these ankles, but let's just call them knees. Let's give Lego a win there. They deserve it. It's just so posable. It's crazy. Look at this. Kick himself in the back. Even the toes can be bent to give you more options for how to actually pose it so that it won't fall over. You know, just a little bit of extra stability there. You got the fingers, you know, that can be moved around in different ways. The color scheme, oops, that was my bad there. I tried to do something that it couldn't do. The color scheme is pretty consistent. You know, this works out well enough with the color locked gray ball joint parts. Doesn't look too bad around the back. Could have used possibly some inverted tiles in place of that one 2x4 plate, but otherwise it looks pretty good. And sticking with the positivity here, as long as I can, this does open up and it will hold a figure in place. With a little bit of fiddling, you can get things closed up pretty tightly around the figure. I mean, that's about as far as it'll go. So, you know, it is a little bit gappy around the edges, but it does hold a figure. It does it pretty decently. You know, it just needed a little bit more coverage up here, just in front of the shoulders, I think, to really complete the look. But then we had to get to the negative stuff compared to the actual Igor. Oh, one more positive thing. The scaling here is actually pretty nice. You know, this is pretty small, which brings us to the negatives, which are all in the looks. This looks really weird, and you know, the actual suit is like a miniature Hulkbuster. You know, it's very round, it's very solid, it feels very complete, looks very complete, and this face here, it's really weird also. Doesn't look, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. But a lot of people have talked about this. Everybody who's seen this who's familiar with what it's supposed to look like, you know, or did a Google search can see that this is very awkward looking. It's a cool build, but it's not quite there. I think a lot of kids will be able to appreciate this and have fun with it, especially if they're not real sticklers for the appearance. You know, it's a good toy. It's a really good little mech toy, but it just needs help in the aesthetics department.
Jang, I am happy with your review. Thank you for never saying ugly, but you did call me awkward, which kinda hurt. But for this review I gave you a 9 out of 10. Because I'm not horrible at rating, like just too good.